it's definitely a step up in competition, which I do like, because you're going from, one team that you should absolutely blow the doors off, yes, to another, but Southern Miss is still definitely a step up in competition. And I like those two games before going to Texas A&M, because that's definitely a hostile, a very hard place to play. One of the most hostile stadiums in the country.
I mean, when you got 100,000 screaming fans just going crazy and it's a night game, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard going up there. I think we match up well against Texas A&M, but that's the thing that has me worried. Not so much what their team can do, but just what that crowd and that, famous 12th man can do.
Yeah. Well, it's something else that makes me optimistic going forward was another stat from the night, and it's something we haven't seen at Miami, God, probably in the better part of the last 15 to 17 years. They had almost 200 return yards in this game alone. Keyshawn Smith is an absolute monster running that ball back.
Yeah, he looked great. Every time he touched the ball, I just, from the first kickoff, every time he got it up to at least the 50. There was the 88-yard one that got called back because he stepped out of bounds. There was the 72-yarder to start the game, and then I think he took another one 50-something yards or 46 yards, something like that.
Yeah. Let me see. I've got it written down here somewhere.
Yeah, I was looking at the stats right now. So it's showing Tyler Van Dyke. He went 13 for 16 for 193 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Parrish, 14 carries for 108 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Restrepo, 5 receptions for 100 yards and 1 touchdown. That's pretty impressive, regardless who you're playing. But, we all do know it is the juggernaut of Bethune-Cookman that.
Right. But, going forward, you can see Restrepo's that guy that TVD has built the rapport with this offseason. So he's going to be the guy he's looking for, like Charleston Rambo last year. Because they were talking about it during the game. Those guys room together, they eat together, they play golf together, they do everything together. So I think we can look for Xavier Restrepo to be at least one of his main targets. I want to see Frank Ladson be the other, because he's probably the other wide receiver we have that's just got the size that you need sometimes. And he's also the guy that I can see that you go to for the 50-50 jump ball. Just chuck it up. If you need a score, Frank Ladson's I want to see him be your guy that can, jump up and come down with it. Kind of like Mike Evans is for Tampa Bay.
I thought the receivers looked really good. Just overall, they did what they were supposed to. They were supposed to come out there and just get off the line fast, get open. And I thought we used the tight ends really well. Will Mallory looked really good. Again, it's against Bethune-Cookman, but still, he did what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to come in there and just dominate over the middle and on the outside, and he did it.
And hats off to Jake Garcia as well. Let's not forget about it. He went 8-8 for 84 yards, average of 10.5 yards a pass. 8 for 8, 100%. That's pretty impressive. We're obviously not dropping the ball as much as everybody wanted to believe we were. So that's a big plus right there.
They seem to have worked those issues out. And like you said, Restrepo had 100. Frank Ladson had another 33. What I really like to see was Michael Redding. He added another 31 yards, but that touchdown that he scored. 2 years ago,
I think we might have lost Slim for a second, but either that or he forgot what he was talking about. But yeah, I'm looking at the stats here now that they're finally out, and everything, it looks good. I'm quite happy.
Yeah, my main concern is just some plays on defense.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's back. You were saying, Slim?
What were you saying, buddy?
Oh, I said the what I was really happy to see was that touchdown catch by Michael Redding. The way he fought for that ball all the way to the ground, and we haven't seen a receiver do that in 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually surprised they didn't try to look at that one a little bit more, but they kicked that field goal. I was like, good. Keep going.
Well, the rule is even if both of them have possession when they hit the ground, it goes to the wide receiver.
Right.
Yeah.
But they showed during the replay from the camera in the back of the end zone. Yes, Michael Redding had that ball. That corner had a hand in there, no doubt. But that corner's hand and arm wasn't going anywhere because Michael Redding had it pinned to his chest.
Yeah, that was it was a little scary there for a second, but like you say, once you actually watch the replay. But sometimes they go back, and they start picking these things apart, and you're like, oh my God. But hey, can we all take a moment of silence for Virginia Tech for that pitiful loss last night? That was absolutely hilarious.
I was watching that last night, and there was a point where it looked like, okay, Virginia Tech's gonna just eke this out and just squeak it out, and I started jumping up and down, screaming on my couch when I saw that wide receiver for Old Dominion catch that ball on the 1 yard line. I was going crazy. I was so happy because I don't really like Virginia Tech. I don't hate them, but I don't really like them. But what I like more is just the chaos of seeing a group of 5 team like Old Dominion just go in there and shut down Virginia Tech. It was so great to see that.
And wasn't it last year, a year before that?
2018.
Yeah, okay, it was 2018. And Virginia Tech is scheduled to play them every year through like 2030.
Yeah, for 10 years. It was they said it last night on the TV. They have a 10-year contract to play every year.
To play Old Dominion?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Virginia Tech's new rival is Old Dominion. So we can all gloat in the glory of that.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, that's why, we play Bethune-Cookman or Florida A&M, one of these smaller schools in state. So, I mean, I get the fact that it's in state with Virginia Tech. But, I mean, mix it up. Play VMI or something. I mean, there's some other lower schools in Virginia.
Yeah, especially ones that haven't beaten you 2 times.
Right.
Yeah, when you start, oh man, we got to play Bethune-Cookman, but Old Dominion again next week. Oh man, like it's gonna come back and haunt them.